Hello students. So let's start today about the multiplication algorithm. So how multiplication algorithm should work in a computer, that is an important topic. That how can I adjust my hardware so that my algorithm should work properly. Okay, algorithm for multiplication should work properly. So we have already two type of the signals, two type of the integers. One is your unsigned integers and one is your signed integers. So for the signed integers, how the multiplication algorithm work, it is important for us. Okay, so there is an example of the multiplication in terms of the binary multiplication. So you can, if you have a 23 and 19, and these are the binary numbers for the 23 and 19 decimal values. So these are the decimal values. Basically these are the decimal values. Okay, so this is your decimal value. So and this is your binary number. So these binary numbers are multiplied by another another number, which is 19 in decimal. So what we are doing here, just try to find the mechanism of multiplication. So it is 10111 and it is 10011. Okay, so now when we have the multiplier and when we have the multiplicand, so we will take a single bit of a 1 of multiplier. In this case we have taken 1, and whenever there is a 1, the whole number will be copied as it is. So it is the whole number, whenever it is 1, the whole number is copied here as it is. Okay, now whenever there is a 0, and then for the second one, there is a shift in the number, and again whenever there is a 1, again the same number will be copied as it is. Okay, now when the whole numbers are copied, when there is a 0, then only zeros must be copied here. Okay, so whenever there is a 1, when all the multiplication completed, then what we are doing here, we are doing addition. So 1 is here, 110, 0 is here, 1113, 1 is here and 1 is here, 110, 0 is here. So we have just add all these partial products. Okay, we have just add all these products, and we got the final answer, which is 437. Okay, so now we will try to implement this algorithm in our this mechanism in our algorithm. So what we have done, we have just, as we have done in our last lecture, we have decided for a hardware. So we have taken an hardware here. So there is a B register, there is a register, and in this B there is this BS is the sign bit, AS is the sign bit of this register. Now complementary and a parallel adder is there. So we have two things. One is my multiplicand and another is my multiplier. So my multiplicand is stored in this. There is my multiplicand. This is my multiplicand, and this is my multiplicand, and my multiplier must be stored in another register, and which is name is Q. So there is my multiplier. Okay, so there is my multiplier. So both the data is stored in these two things, and the sign bit of these two numbers are stored in BS and AS and QS. And now my data, as you can see in my example, that my output, my result is more than that of the number of the bits we have taken here. So I have to take my result in a bigger register. So A and Q both make a bigger register in combination. So QS is my sign bit of my Q register, QN is my MSB of Q register. So QN is my MSB of this register. Okay, this is my MSB of Q register. So now let's see that what happened. So why I have taken QN here, because I am always taking the MSB of multiplier for the multiplication purpose. Okay, so now let's see the algorithm. So there is a multiply operation. So it is a multiply operation. Now multiplicand in B and multiplier in Q. Now I have calculated my bits, my AS and QS, means which are my sign bits. Now I have initialized A by 0, E by 0, and my sequence counter is n minus 1. Okay, so when I started to work over here, then I found that there is a mistake, and it is not n minus 1, it is n. Okay, n is the number of bit. Okay, so now let's see how it is working. Now firstly, we have taken 0 0 0 0 as initialization. Q is the multiplier, B is the multiplicand, and now what will we do? We will check for Qn. Now we are checking here for Qn. If my Qn is 0, then I just need to shift my EAQ register and shift right. We are doing shift right my EAQ register, and I am decrementing sequence counter by minus 1. Okay, so if my sequence counter is 5, then it will become 4. Okay, so 9. Now let's see that how it is working actually. So this is my multiplier in Q. Now these are the comments, these all things are the comments I have written in my table. So these all are the comments. This is the status of E, the status of A, the status of Q, the status of sequence counter. Okay, so now see what's happening here. Okay, so my multiplier, when it is 0, so what is the value of the Qn? Qn is 1. So when Qn is 1, then what will it do? It will add one thing, add A and V. So B has the 1011, so I have just add 1011, right? 111. So it is just added here, and my partial product. So this is not the whole product, this is a partial product, this is not the answer. So this is my partial product, and I got this number here. Now next is my shift right EAQ. Now I will shift right EAQ. So this one is shifted here, 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 1, and then this one is here, this one is here, and then this one is here, and this one is here, and this 0 is here, this 1 is here. So 0 is appended here, so we have just right shifted this 0, and this 0 is here, and this 0 is again coming here. Okay, so now this is my shift right EAQ, and now again my sequence counter will become 0 1 0 0. Okay, so my in starting my sequence counter has the n value. N is my number of bits in my number of bits of Q register, bits of Q register. Okay, so you can see that there is a 5 number of bits, so I have taken 5 here. So if it now I have decremented it by 1, so it will become 4. Okay, now again I am getting Qn as 1. So because it is 1, so again I have to add the B. I will add the B here, and I will get again the number here, and then I will shift right. So my this 0 will be here, and this 0, then 1 and 1, and this 0 is here, and this 1 is here, then this 0, then this 0, then this 0, and this E will be shifted here, 1. Okay, now after shifting, again I have to just decrement it by 1, and it will become 3, and now I got 0 here. So what I need to do, I just need to shift it once. Here it is a 0, so I just need to shift it once. Okay, this is a 0, so only shifting, no addition. So just I have make it shift here. So 0 1 1 0 1 0 0 0 and 1 and 0. Okay, now it is, now I have decremented it by 2. Now again I got a 0 here, so again I have to shift it once. So it will be shifted. So again it will be 1 1 0 1 and this 0 is here, and 0 0 and 1 0, right? Now and decremented by 1, but still it is not 0. Sequence counter is still it is not still 0. So what will we do? We will now Qn has the value 1. Now I have to add this. Now if I will add my B number here, then I will get fifth partial product, and it is 1 1 0 1 0, and now I have to shift it once. So my 1 will be here, my 0 will be here, and then again 1 is here, then again 0 is here, then this 1 is here, this 1 is here, and this 0 and this 1 and this 1. Okay, so my result is here now, and now I have these 2 bits, 5 bits are here and 5 bits are here. Now I can check that my answer is correct or not. So I will check it now. 1 2 4 8 16 32 64 128 256. Okay, so I have to just add all the numbers. So my 1 is here, my 4 is here, sorry, 1 and then 4, then 1 2 4 8 16 is here, my 16 is here, 16 32 is here, 32, then 64 128 is here, 128, and then 256 is here. It is my 256, and now I have to add these number, and these number will become 10 20 27 27 and 5 to 7 7 and 3 10 10 and 3 13 2 1 3 and 1 is 4 437, and my answer was also 437. You can see here. So now you can see that my algorithm is working perfectly, and now we can check for 2's complement multiplication, and and for this purpose the Booth's algorithm is a very much good example and a very much good option for us whenever we are going to decide the hardware system for my computer hardware. So Booth algorithm is here, and in this Booth algorithm what will we do? In this case we have a multiplicand in BR register, we have multiplier in QR register. So my BR register is here, QR register is here, and my accumulator register is here, my complementer and adder, parallel adder, as in the addition, as in the as we have already done it in my addition algorithm. So this is here. Now next is my sequence counter. Sequence counter is here, and which will be count that whether the number is good or not. And another thing is now I am using 2 things. One is my Qn, which is MSB of Q register. This is my MSB of Q register, and Qn plus 1, which is my you can say Qn plus 1 is my you may say that it is a shifted bit of QR register, or initially it is 0. Okay, so it is another flip-flop basically. So now let's see, my I have done a accumulator 0, my Qn plus 1 is 0, my sequence counter is initialized as n. Okay, now I will shift to the next point. Now I will check for Qn and Qn plus 1, means the current MSB bit and the last MSB bit. Okay, my current MSB bit is Qn and my last MSB bit is Qn plus 1. So if it is 0 0, 1 1, then I will just do arithmetic shift right, to AC and QR, and then I will decrement sequence counter by 1, and then I will check for sequence counter. If it is 0, then it is ended. If it is not 0, then again the process will start. If the Qn and Qn plus 1 is 0 1, then accumulator will be added by the content of the BR, and then it is transferred to the again arithmetic shift right to AC and QR, and then sequence counter will be decremented by 1. If my result is 1 0, Qn plus 1 is 1 0, then I have to subtract AC by 1 by AC my AC by BR register, and then again I have to do arithmetic shift right. What is arithmetic shift right and what is normal shift right? In arithmetic shift right, if I have a number 0 1 0 1 0 1 and I need to do a arithmetic shift right, then the number will become 0 0 1, and this one will be appended as it is, and this one will be transferred to this to that number. So my number will become 1 1 0 and 0. So this is my arithmetic shift. In normal shift shift right operation, I will just append a 0 here. Means I will do it as a 0 0, then 1, and then I will put a 0 here. Okay, so that is the difference between the arithmetic shift and shift right operation. Now let's see the example. I will check my Qn plus 1. I will just take a complement and addition of the 1 in the BR register, so that I can get the 2's complement of the BR register. I will use my accumulator, and initially it will be 0. I will use my QR, which has a multiplier. I will use my Qn plus 1, which is a 0. Sequence counter, which is a 101, which is a 5. Okay. Now I will check my the status of my Qn and Qn plus 1. It is my initial state. This is my initial state. Now I am checking for 1 0 for my Qn plus 1. If it is 1 0, then what I need to do? If it is a 1 0, then I need to just subtract the AC by the BR bar plus 1. So I will just put this value 0 1 1 0 to this number, and I will just add these two things. So I no need to use a separate hardware for it, and in the same hardware I can use the multiplication here, and this will become 1 0 1 0 0 1. Now for the arithmetic shift right, now I will do the arithmetic shift right. Now this one, this is Qn plus 1, and this one will be shifted here, this one will be shifted here, this 0, these two zeros will be shifted here, this one is shifted here. Now the answer is here 1, which is after addition, and this is 1, and this one is shifted here, these two zeros are shifted here, this one is shifted here. Now this 0 is here, and again the same 0 is copied here. So it is my arithmetic shift right. Now again I will check my Qn, which is my MSB of Q register, and Qn plus 1, it is 1 1, and it is the same thing, this is 1 1. And now again I am doing a arithmetic shift right, and then after that, after the shifting, I will just make it decrement my sequence counter by 1. Again I will do shift right, arithmetic shift right. After arithmetic shift right, then I will check my sequence Qn plus 1, it is 0 1. Now if it is 0 1, then what I need to do, I just need to add the BR to the AC. Okay, now after the addition I got it, and then again I will do the shift arithmetic shift right. After arithmetic shift right, I will got this number, and then again 0 0 I will get, again arithmetic shift right, and sequence counter is decremented by 1. Now again it is 1 0, and now I will subtract my number, my BR register from this number, and then I will get this answer, and finally I will get this answer, which is my answer. And after multiplication of this one this one and this one. So after multiplication I got this whole number is my answer. My answer is in AC and QR register. Okay, so that's how the Booth algorithm works. It is very important, student, and it is mostly asked in the examination because it is mostly used in the computing system. So I suggest you that you should learn this Booth algorithm for your future. So thank you for this lecture. It is a multiplication algorithm, and in the next lecture I will tell you about the division algorithm and the floating point numbers also. So thank you for this lecture.